Welcome to another episode of the Hyperformance podcast. I'm here as usual with Harvey and Jacob. What's going on, everyone?
What is up? Welcome back to Australia. How was your trip? Let's give us a bit of a recap on that.
What day? I think we caught up like 3 days in, right?
Yes, I believe around about that.
I believe it was the 9th.
Yes, the 9th. Correct.
Yeah, so I think that was like 3 or 4 days in. It was honestly just a repeat of that 3 days. Just awesome surf in the morning, garbage through the middle of the day, just sleeping in aircon and eating all day, eating heaps of like cheap fried rice and stuff and like nasi gorengs constantly. And then just surfing in the evening with those wild sunsets. Like I think I just came in off the first crazy sunset because it was cloudy our first 2 days there. That was the only change. The sun was out more. And just at sunsets near the equator are just fucking wild. The only thing I had to compare it to was Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer at Chopu. Like that level is like the exact same sort of sunset because the water was so glassy. So all the orange and pink from the sky was just bouncing off the water. Because like we do get crazy sunsets like that at home, but it's rarely glassy conditions in the surf at that time of day. So you just don't get like it completely doubles just because of the reflection off the water all of a sudden. Yeah, haven't seen anything like it. And yeah, just got really good waves. It was the only downside is, well, not really downside. Like I was a little bit annoyed because that side of the coast that's good in the wet season, it was pumping waves, but it was mostly right-handers. But I'm glad because it just forced me to do the work on my backhand. And now I feel like it's like almost on par with my front side.
Oh, so wow. That's nice. Because I think you said that you weren't really balanced when we saw you over there. So you'd say that you got quite used to it?
I used to have a good backhand because I grew up surfing sand and point, but then I just completely neglected it as soon as I got back into surfing. I was just ignoring every right-hander that came through. I had a couple of surfs at Sandon recently that made me be like, oh, going right can be fun. But just being forced to go right essentially for a week straight 2 times a day just really dialed it in. And again, Karamas is one of the best right-handers in the world, so that was good. We're also doing a lot of the afternoon sessions at car parks, which isn't as good of a wave, but that had a couple of lefts. Managed to get one decent wave on the GoPro, but I didn't really want to take it out on the really good days. It is a little bit annoying. I also came back with a board like that just didn't wax up at all. Like there was 1 or 2 opportunities where the surf was like kind of pushing 6 foot, but I was still just surfing the pancake and it was going fine, but it just, I don't know, I guess I'll just have to wait for a big day at home to wax that one up.
Beautiful. And there's been a few updates that you've put on socials that we've all seen. The Bali Belly, how are you now?
Sorry, that was just the first week. So then I was just there with Burns for the first week. So I don't know if anyone on the podcast knows him. He used to be in the maze for a bit. He's been one of my friends for ages. He's my main person I go surfing with these days. We went a week before everyone else to surf Karamas. And then we went and met up with Sam and Alex in Canggu. And the surf there was like, okay, surf the first couple of days. And it was just all right. But like that side of the coastline, there is swell, but it's just onshore for the entire wet season. So everyone just goes there to party mostly instead of actually for surf. And Canggu's like actually not that good of a wave. You should be out on the peninsula if you want like the good lefts and stuff like that. And that's when I got Bali Belly. So I didn't get sick the whole first week of the trip. And like I was just eating from the restaurant and everyone does say to avoid the salads, but all the veggies I was eating just was in stir fries and things like that. But then I caved and I got a salad, a fancy looking place, but all the leaves were just so fucking wet. And I'm assuming it had been washed with tap water. And then I was just shitting myself like crazy for like 6 days straight. I ended up booking my flight, like rebooking it a day earlier. It was insane. I lost 6 kilos, didn't eat a fucking thing.
Wow.
Barely left my hotel room.
What's the weight at now?
I've bounced back up to 77 already. So within a week, I reckon I'll be back at 80. But it was great. Like the whole first week in 2 days, I was honestly starting to think to myself, I could actually live here. It's perfect. like water's like 26 to 28 degrees year round, pumping waves. Like you can just change what part of the coast you're staying at year round.
Wait, did you say the water was 26 to 28?
The water was 28 at Karamas.
Holy crap. So that's like you just jump right in. Damn. Holy crap.
I think a nasi goreng and satay and an iced coffee in the morning. Our com was $40 a night, staying right across the road from Karamas. And a meal like that was about $5 or $6.
Damn. They say it's like in 1 month in Bali is like 1 week in Melbourne or Sydney. So yeah,
if you go to the right places, alcohol's pretty expensive now.
Oh, really? Do they still have those cheap as fuck bintangs? Is that what they call the beer? I don't know if you're fond of.
Yeah, they're like $4 or $5.
Yeah.
And it's a great beer. It's just,
I just feel like
I think they're taxing it quite a bit now.
That's the whole Bali thing, isn't it? That like it's just the booze is fucking cheap. I thought that was literally half their fucking advertising.
Yeah, what's that? It's like the ethanol based one or something like that. It can really fuck you up, because that was one of the things, because we did get better quickly. Like when I went down at first, it was just for like 6 hours. Then I came good. And then I got on the piss and I went down hard again.
You silly goose.
We're like, was it ethanol poisoning or something like that? But
yeah, is that the vodka that they use? It's not even like, it's like hand sanitizer.
We drank some really cheap cocktails, so we're like, maybe.
Yeah.
Do Indonesia or like, well, Bali, I guess, do they have any of that? I don't know. I've got one of my best mates is Lebanese, and like every time the boys are around at he gets out arak, I think they call it.
Rakia, is it?
Yeah, I think that's it. No, arak.
Yeah, arak. And like it's the kind of thing that like he drinks a bit because like his family have drank it like forever, but like he always gets it out like towards the end of the night, and it's just the point where the night turns, and like most of my mates are now just like petrified of this stuff because it's like it just absolutely fucking gets you. So yeah, are they like big on that shit in Bali?
Yeah, that's the thing that they're putting in the drinks. I think the poisons.
There was this one night where we were all chilling. We're all chilling at his, and Thorn fucking rocked up late. We were all hanging, and like the boys are all scared of it. So like my mate always like pours heaps of shots like to try and get him to drink it, and it just all sits there. So Thorn rocks up late after working. This was fucking years ago, and someone's just like, "Oh, Thorn, fucking drink this," and gives him one. So he just downs it, and he downed like three or four in a row, and then like 10 minutes later he was just like, man, that's the most efficiently I've ever gone hammered in my life. He was like, I feel like I've just drank like 12 beers like very fucking quickly.
They had a safari at the backpackers we stayed at in Canggu for a little bit, which was 5 shots and then chugging a beer. Mormon did one, and he's pretty quick at drinking normally, but he did it just way too deep in the night. It was already like 11:30, and we've been day drinking. He ended up throwing up on himself, but he did get through it. And like the record for that. So think about the logistics of this. So 5 shots and sculling a beer out of a bottle. The record was 6 seconds, like 6.3 seconds or something like that. Like even if you're an absolute machine, I swear the minimum time to chug a beer is like 2.5 seconds. And then just the logistics of physically putting 5 shots in your mouth. He must have done all 5 shots and then swallowed.
Yeah.
You don't have time to like shot.
He would have sped run through the 5 shots, I reckon. He would have done that in like 2 to 3 seconds, that person. And then
I reckon he needed to have planned that so well. Anyway, 6 seconds is the record for that.
That's crazy.
The guy who worked there did a 9-second one.
Jesus. Damn.
And I saw another 10-second.
Yeah, right.
Jesus Christ.
I think the real question here though, Gus, is did you shit yourself in public at any point, or was it all in private?
No, I didn't, but I didn't trust any farts.
Oh yeah,
because I did fart over the toilet. Like, sorry, that was okay. I was shitting so bad that I was just sitting on the toilet, and the only reason I knew I was shitting is because I could hear it.
Oh,
I couldn't.
That is great.
It's insane. Like,
were you just sitting down as like boom? Body new just released. That is
I was
nutty.
like, am I actually shitting? And just could hear so much. Like, and yeah, I didn't piss for a couple of days because I was shitting so much. And I was on the Pedialytes and everything. Like,
On the
Yeah.
Pocari sweats? Is that what
yeah,
they have
yeah,
down there?
any sort of isotonic beverage. I was just pounding him.
Yeah,
That's full
fuck.
on.
Glad
That's
you're
full
all
on.
right.
Other
So,
sweat sponsorship.
so
There
when,
was
when, are
there
you,
was
when are you going back?
as soon as it gets cold
Yeah.
here. I think I'm going to
Never.
Japan. Hey, one of you want to come to Japan in July?
Yes.
Or back
Holy
in-
crap.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, wait,
Right.
hang on. If it depends,
We'll talk about it later.
because I'm going to try to go to the Olympics, I think. When is that? Is
Oh,
that
yeah, you
July
said you
slash
have to
August, isn't
support.
it?
Jacob, do you want to come to the? No, I can't.
Where is the Olympics? Fuck, I'm really bad. Sorry, guys.
Paris. It's in Paris.
Paris, damn. Yeah.
Maybe if we sell the GPP shirts out, we'll go to the fucking Olympics.
Maybe
anyway,
if we have like 700 in the program by then, we'll make it happen. If there is a will, there is a way.
It's
It will
just
be
good for
good.
networking, surely. Think of all the pods we could do.
no, well, so that's the thing. So Mirai's going to Japan for like 2 weeks, but we could do 1 week at the Olympics and then 1 week in Japan.
Fuck, that's a
That
some
is
big
crazy.
flights.
It'd be
But
fun.
yeah, man.
What a
let's do it.
trip!
Well,
That would be
also-
fucking crazy.
Also, don't need to twist my arm. There's a lot of cheap guitars in Japan.
But anyway, we need to increase revenue.
Yeah. Is July not crazy hot in Japan?
that a bad
Yes.
thing?
I was there in June and it was hot.
I
Like, it
forgot
was
you had that
manageable.
just random spirit of the moment thing. You went to Japan. That's like,
Yeah. I
like
do
you
that
went
a
to
little bit.
go to Woolies to grab like milk. That's what it felt like. You just went over to Japan.
I did that.
Grab a bunch of guitars.
That's why I want to go back. That's so cheap.
Damn.
There's a whole street. It's called Guitar Street. It's fucking hectic.
Gus, did you want to give the listeners a bit of extra info on the lease that you've announced that you signed? Or is that a bit
I can't give out my address specifically.
Oh,
I
no,
feel like that would be
I didn't.
unwise. I'm 100 meters away from Thirroul Beach, which I know narrows it down a lot, but yeah, it just got a little too better. Got a sick, cute front yard to do plyos in.
Oh,
Yeah, just so close to the beach. Like, just I still ride my bike down because I can cover that 100 meters even faster on a bike. But yeah, and 100 meters, probably 200 meters to the supermarket.
Oh,
Really well
wow.
placed.
ripping
And
location.
500 meters, 500 meters to the train station.
Huge.
That's hectic.
What a find.
Oh, so I can't believe we got it.
Beautiful.
And not too expensive. So yeah, I'm absolutely stoked.
So wait, are you there now?
Productivity is going to go through the roof. Yeah, I'm there now.
Do you have like a little studio set up?
This is it.
Oh, you're here. Oh, you're there right now.
Myself.
Oh,
I'm in
shit.
my new. Yeah, this is the new office, the second
Oh,
bedroom.
damn.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I can see that.
I
is that
still need a
pelvis?
fair bit of furniture because I'm coming out of a studio apartment into a 2-bedder. So I need to get a lot more furniture. And even the studio in Bondi was fucking
Dude, that thing was
classic
hectic.
boy apartment.
Yeah.
Was that one where you were doing those tutorials? Yeah, I remember that. You had the flywheel in there. If this is what I'm thinking of. Would that be around the
Yeah.
time that, like 2021, was it?
Yeah, that was honestly some of the most productive work I've ever done in my life. But it was fucking.
Oh,
I
it
had
was
to get
cool.
out of there.
It was just small. It was just cramped.
Yeah, it
And
was only
you-
being locked in there during COVID that ruined it for me.
Sure.
Otherwise, it would have been amazing.
Yeah. And you like surfboards and they are big objects. Like that place was only going to get more cramped.
I have 7. Yeah,
Exactly.
Damn. Big collection.
Exactly.
that's so good. Did you see the Tristan Ham and not Logan Paul or whatever? What's the guy called?
I think it's not
The
Logan Paul.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fucking insane because I just saw Steffi Cohen. So she's dating this Tristan Ham dude who I don't think I'm still trying to work out what he's mega famous for. Like, I think, did he have an adventure YouTube channel or something? Or did he have a show on cable TV that was just about
Kristen
doing
Ham.
adventures? And now I think he's just invested in a bunch of shit. He's kind of like this action man sort of dude. Anyway, that's Steffi Cohen's man now. And I did see that he was going to do a boxing fight. Like, she posted about it before, but then, yeah, she just posted this hectic knockout. And I was like, what fucking Uber driver is this like really jacked dude facing for his debut fight? And it was the Logan Paul impersonator.
Yeah, that he got flatlined. And
Do you have the clip, Jacob? Can we pull it up?
yeah, we can react to it. Let me do my magic.
Please.
That was fucked.
So yeah, I don't know how good of a boxer Tristan Ham is, but
Wow, this guy's
he
entire
looks
career.
like he can box okay.
Yeah, this guy's career is literally based off Logan Paul. That's his name. It's not Logan Paul.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic. Because he also got choked out by Nate Diaz in the street, didn't he?
Yeah. That was. He should not be. He should not have been in that ring. This is not Logan Paul.
Take it back.
Take it back. Oh, jeez, that form is crazy.
Yeah. Because it's 3-minute rounds for only 30 seconds.
Look at that build.
Oh, he's actually not that much smaller. Did he do a cycle as well? The Logan Paul impersonator looks way more jacked than I thought he would be.
Yeah, I thought he'd be like, have that crackhead build. Look at him go. Oh, no glove touching. just the straightest. Holy shit. He's fucking going him. Look at him. Holy shit. He's going for slaps.
He's looking less and less like Logan Paul every day. He kind of...
He looks like a way older version of him.
Yeah.
So who is this Tristan Ham guy?
Fuck.
What's his deal?
I don't know if you would know Steffi Cohen.
I just
untested powerlifting legend.
Right.
Just a powerlifting legend in general.
Okay.
Set a lot of world records, like quite small. I'm not sure what weight class, like 50-something kilos.
Okay. So this guy's claim to fame is literally just that he's her boyfriend.
No, he's got his own career. His career was something to do with like...
Oh, the mouth guard's not in.
Generally being an adventurous
Oh,
guy.
the mouth guard was the other way around.
Oh, right. Okay.
They put the mouth guard the wrong way.
A YouTube channel or a television show or something.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Okay.
Oh.
He did a sissy squat on the way down. Poor bloke. At least he's got some length and quads now. Oh, you have to see the main event. Have you guys seen the main event?
No. No.
Oh my God. Do I have to show you guys something?
Was there anyone else interesting on the card, like Sam Hyde or?
Nah, not necessarily. Not they were all YouTubers basically. But I got to show you the main event. Yeah.
Reveal this mystery opponent. What the fuck?
Like, did he know he was going to fight him, or just?
It's like a raffle in the crowd.
Oh, this guy's from Love Island. Okay, so this main event, the guy in the red trunks didn't know who he was fighting. So the guy on the left is actually fought KSI and got his shit kicked in. And
Really?
yeah, KSI, that's when he did the 2 fights in one night. And this was the second fight.
Wow. Well, so KSI's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, look. He's on the fucking... Just chilling.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, YouTube boxing, eh? Bit entertaining.
It's getting good.
As bad as the boxing is.
To them.
It's sort of a hybrid between boxing and WWE.
Of course it is. But
Like, he didn't even hit him hard, really. I mean, the back of the head there, but fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. People might. I don't know. I can see why people would maybe take issue with things, but I just feel like YouTube, like apart from doing a bunch of like interesting things for the world, I think it's just like actually kept a few different entertainment industries in check. Like I feel like it's actually just shown like professionals in these entertainment industries that like it's really not that secure. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's just provided an alternative to certain things and kind of the proofs in the pudding. Like
Yeah,
they're
like
doing
people
big
like
numbers.
Nate Diaz and
Yeah,
Masvidal and that.
they're doing big numbers because people have been doing like a bit of a fucking shit job of it for a long time, and they're like, oh, it's not proper boxing or it's not proper journalism or it's not whatever. But it's like, oh, people are tuning in though. Like,
I also think after like Connor, where people really started to care, I'm not saying Connor's a shit fighter, but people really started to care about like how entertaining the person actually is when it came to UFC and stuff like that.
100%.
I feel like that when you add someone that is super entertaining, like on the spectrum of entertainment that they're so high, I think they can get away with pretty much any type of boxing at this
Oh,
point
totally.
with the
And boxing,
Zoomer sort of crowd that we have
and
nowadays.
boxing's like such a prime example of one of those things where like the industry is like so held up, and sorry, the professional industry is so held up in like the politics of it, and like it's just there's so much bureaucracy and so many like people getting involved that like you actually rarely get the best fighting the best, and like rarely like there's so much like preamble and like like so little actually like so little of the actual thing people want to see that I feel like YouTube boxing has come along and they've been like, all right, you want this guy to fight this guy?
Yeah, just
We'll make a bit
making
we'll
the
do it.
craziest,
We'll make a bit of a thing of it and people
craziest
choose to
fights.
watch
Yeah,
it, it's like I don't know. And I'm probably a bit more noticeable of these things just because like just because I watch a lot of like soccer stuff and like even like soccer commentary and punditry and stuff, like the online people really give them a good fucking go at it. And it's like you've got these ex pros sitting on Sky Sports talking about it, and then you've got old mate whoever from Newcastle sitting in his room talking about it. And it's like
So-
I'd probably rather watch old mate from Newcastle. You know what I mean?
Jake Paul, is he the accepted best boxer out of a lot of these people, or is it KSI maybe?
no, I
it's-
think it is Jake Paul.
Jake Paul's
and-
resume is way better.
Yeah, and there's
thought so.
actually a few through the boxing scene that they've made. There's actually been some very decent like creators, like really decent, with like really good hands. Yeah,
I mean,
there's this one guy called Salt Puppy, and you'd look at him, and you'd be like, he looks like a boxer, but he was just some TikToker that just fucking
Wait, Salt Bay or Salt Pappy?
Puppy. Yeah, it was this guy that did this like just this weird, I don't know, this TikTok trend, and he's got hands.
Right,
It's crazy.
okay.
Yeah.
Is he actually pursuing it like Jake Paul?
No, he's still just trying to dominate all the YouTubers, I guess,
Yeah,
because they're not on
Should
his
be
level.
so much more fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And
Um,
that too, the whole just thinking it through now, it's like Jake Paul in theory is the best, but it depends if you count Tommy Fury or not, because Tommy Fury's just beaten Jake Paul and KSI back to back. So it's like he's arguably the best, but he's arguably not a YouTube boxer. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, he's
Yeah.
always been a boxer, but I know what you mean. If
Yeah.
some people want
In
to
that scene,
categorize it as
it's
that.
like yeah, but I mean you look at Jake Paul's resume, like Jake Paul's fought way more actual fighters. Like at this bit he's done Anderson Silva.
he fucking did he knock him out?
I think no, I don't know if he finished, but
He
you know,
definitely knocked him down. He knocked him
Right,
down
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
knock him out.
he finished Tyron Woodley, he finished Ben Askren, he
Ben
fought
Askren.
Anderson Silva,
I
he's
couldn't fight
fought
Ben
Nate Diaz
Askren.
already, right?
Yeah, he bet Nate Diaz.
Yeah,
Beat the
like,
shit out of him.
that's what I mean. Like his like KSI, the only real fighter I believe that KSI's fought is Tommy Fury.
Yeah, and that guy that we saw that knocked that guy onto the table.
Well, yeah,
But-
sorry,
But
it
he
depends.
actually did not fight a good fight.
It depends what you count as a real fighter, because like there's a lot of guys that are pros. but
Yeah,
it's like, are you a pro if you
serial
beat no
box
one?
professional fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you see the news in the real boxing world? Friend of the show, George Kambosos, has been announced in a fight with Lomachenko, and it's in Perth.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Because
That's cool.
George Kambosos managed to get a belt. I can't remember who he beat, but I think the fight was like over in Ohio, because Devin Haney couldn't defend do all the, what do you call them? Like compulsory fights. There's a different word for it. For all the belts when he got him unified off George Kambosos. So yeah, one of them got loose. George Kambosos got it. So now Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko has one of the belts as well. I can't be sure though. I'm trying to think. No, sorry, because he just lost a fight against Devin Haney. So he doesn't have any belts. So obviously that's why Lomachenko wants to fight Kambosos. So that'll be a sick fight.
So I don't get how boxing works. Like, is it for a title, or is it just an exhibition sort of thing?
Yeah,
like UFC is a big clear
there's
cut.
multiple belts for each division.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's multiple belts for each division in MMA. It's just not in the UFC. It's just a UFC belt. So the belts aren't tied to promoters. They're tied to boxing federations or some shit like that. I don't fully understand how it works, but they can change agreements to what promoter. I think it's up to the fighter.
It's really weird, but it's like a similar situation would arise in MMA if there were other like promotions as big as the UFC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that the UFC is so easily the biggest one that no one really gives a shit about the others.
So you can only unify, as standard, you can unify the belts for a brief period, but then the mandatories will get to you at some point. You'd have to fight I think each belt has 2 mandatories a year. So if you unify like 4 belts or something like that, you're not going to fight 8 times a year and do all your mandatories. So I think that's how you end up, just belts get loose over time.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you didn't lose them in actual fights, you'd obviously be viewed as the man. All you have to do is unify them for a brief period and then fucking off you go.
Oh, yeah. No, totally. Yeah, did you see the UFC announcements for 300?
What was it?
We got
Green
Jim Miller
versus
versus Bobby Green, and then we got Holloway versus Gaethje for the BMF.
I mean, I think it's awesome that Jim Miller gets to fight on 100, 200, and 300. I don't really care who he fights, but Bobby Green, that's
he's that
about
old.
as entertaining as they could have gone. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, this card is quite
for so long.
Yeah, this card is sort of stacking up. So, yeah, and I like Holloway and Gaethje. That should be good.
Yeah, that one's
everyone's heaps worried that Holloway's finally going to get dropped and finished, which it could. It's crazy. He's never been dropped. He's absorbed the most strikes, significant strikes out of anyone in the UFC, I think.
So he hasn't been dropped. Wow.
Hasn't been dropped, let alone knocked out. He was so close. He was going down against Poirier in the second fight, but he fell against the fence and it kept him up for a couple of seconds.
Holy crap. That is nuts.
His first ever fight at lightweight?
No, because that fight was against Poirier. And he did have trouble with the power. I mean, I say that. He was there till the end and he was coming on strong at the end.
Well, he's one of those guys, like, I mean, visually anyway, he looks really long. You know what I mean? Like, I would imagine that at featherweight...
I think Gaethje hits harder than Poirier, though.
No fucking doubt. But I think but I think at featherweight, like, I'd imagine Holloway's got a reach advantage over most.
He definitely doesn't. He won't look like he has a big frame next to Gaethje.
That's what I mean. I think a lot of his natural advantages will kind of be a bit out the window when he goes to lightweight. I did see a thing with Michael Chandler before the Gaethje versus Poirier fight, and he was just kind of saying how he thought it would go. And I'm pretty sure he said that he reckons Poirier hits harder than anyone he's fought, and he's fought them both.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really interesting, because Poirier is not someone people talk about as like a real hard hitter.
He does. He's knocked a bunch of dudes out.
Yeah.
It's more from overwhelming him. But again, he's definitely got enough power to like command someone's attention and get a bit of respect.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But I think
I guess you're right in the sense that I guess he's never really been looked at as a knockout artist.
Yeah, and I think even if you look at that division, like, you know, no one you're talking about potential fights, no one ever goes like, oh, Poirier's in here, like, you know, asking for a knockout there. Like, it's just not a thing people really, you know what I mean? Like, he's seen as such an all-rounder, and he is an all-rounder, but, you know, like, you'd very much see Gaethje as like the Mack truck hitting guy in that division.
I just hope Holloway has enough power to like get Gaethje's respect. So he's not just like
Totally.
pouring it on him the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope
an
it's a stand-up
interesting one.
fight the entire fight. Just
it's
fucking hands
Yeah.
just thrown.
No, it'll be crazy the whole time it lasts.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking good fight. I
I
think.
actually don't know how many rounds it is.
I think it's 5.
Surely this is not the main event though. No, can't be.
No, it's not the main event.
Oh,
I think
God, no.
it could be Izzy versus DDP.
That's a quick turnaround.
Isn't it in April? No.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in April. And DDP fought what 2 days ago?
You could do it.
Yeah, he'll be right.
Okay.
But
maybe he doesn't want to.
that is a bit soon. Yeah. Yeah. What are our thoughts on the fights, guys? Are we going to go into it here, or are we going to save that for a separate episode?
I mean, is there much worth talking about beyond the main event?
No.
Yeah, that card was so shit. I'm sorry if anyone actually
Who
liked
was
that
the
card.
guy that gassed? Mike Malott.
Wait, what do you mean he gassed?
So Mike Malott was every Canadian on the card had lost. Mike Malott is a bit of a prospect, but it's hard to call him a prospect. He just has never fought that much. He debuted when he was quite young, but he's like 10-0. He was like 10 or 11-0. And this was his first fight against a ranked opponent. I think he'd only had a couple of fights in the UFC, but yeah, just by the fact that he just never really lost, he'd somehow become prospect over time. And he was absolutely ragdolling Magny on the feet, on the ground, came close to submitting him a few times, wobbled Magny a few times, looked like he could have finished him with strikes, got to like the last 90 seconds of the last round, and he goes for a dodgy heel hook attempt from guard, like was on top of Magny, goes for a heel hook, and then just gasses and gets pounded out.
Oh, you so ground and pounded.
Gasses spectacularly. Like gasses like a heavyweight in the 5th round. Like couldn't do anything, even to the point where he was eating so many shots. Magny was in full mount, and the ref was just looking at it like, fucking really? Like it's so close to the end, man. Just do anything and I won't stop the fight. And he couldn't do anything.
So he just like got tired, real tired. Crazy.
Really tired, really fast.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh man, it was so crazy to watch.
So
I
you
fully
watched?
turned on Malott so hard as he was gassing us. Really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a pretty bad card, to be honest. But yeah,
Strickland versus DDP was sick.
yeah, it made up for it for sure. Yeah.
Dude, Strickland. And again, I know we touched on it briefly. Strickland DMing Drake has been like, can you not talk about X, Y, and Z? It's just
Wait, what?
Yeah, what
so
did this happen?
That's why they were dapping each other up at the press conference before the fight and stuff, because Strickland sent DDP a DM about like not talking about certain topics. Okay, his dad.
So yeah,
and
wow.
DDP just being really nice was like, yeah, man, no worries. Like, I won't bring that stuff up. And that's why Strickland was like, he's such a good dude, you know, fucking.
Why has Strickland just flipped the switch when it comes to like censorship now? This is
Oh, because I don't know. Shouldn't
Yeah.
talk shit about it because he is obviously genuinely.
I mean, it is
traumatized, so-
bad stuff, but like, yeah. But yeah, that jab from Strickland, that was amazing. Just absolutely.
He just couldn't turn it up enough.
Yeah.
Like that's the most tired looking I've seen Strickland. Like he didn't slow down at all. But yeah, there was just periods where if he just could have cranked it up a bit, especially at the start, like he could have got out to such a lead. Oh, but then again, like he fought like Strickland. Like I don't know, that's what you get, I guess.
And what are your thoughts on people saying that the takedowns weren't really effective? But I feel like
I'm still not really familiar with because they are apparently in the new rules, which I don't know where they apply. I don't know if they apply in Canada. They're not rewarding takedowns like they used to. Like you have to do damage, otherwise it doesn't win you the round as much.
so there's now significant takedowns,
a takedown
like
used to be
significant strikes.
almost as good as a knockdown in terms of the way the judges were scoring it. They were crazy high value, even if you just got them down for a second. Like they were so good for stealing rounds. But apparently but then yeah, I don't know if that scoring criteria was biased towards the old system. I think the fight going either way would have been acceptable. Like anyone who's saying it's a robbery, it's like it was just a close fight. I think
Everyone
won.
says that when it's a close fight. It's like they
He
never
was
not
close
say
in
that.
the striking. I think the wrestling got him the edge in the rounds where it was effective, and he definitely won. I think round 2, all through the middle. I think 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 5 was a bit of a shit show at the end. They were just throwing
Yeah, if you scored it for
anything.
Strickland, it's like but like either of them, they both left a bit on the table.
Yeah,
But Drickus, I think Drickus, tried as hard. Drickus is, constantly surprised by him. Shout out to DDP.
craziest volume of strikes. Holy shit! I got tired
They're
looking
very
at it.
entertaining to watch.
Yeah,
Strickland, not always the most entertaining fighter. Drickus, very entertaining every single fight.
I think it's really funny though that like, funny is probably the wrong word, but like I feel as if so after I mean you can maybe argue it's the other way, but I just feel like that division has gone from being probably the most tied up division, like probably a division you'd look at and go like, well, there's no real interest in who's going to be the champ there, to like just for the last however long, like maybe the last year or so, just being like, I have absolutely no fucking idea what is going to happen at any moment. Like
hot potato with the belts.
Whitaker's like a couple of fights away from potentially becoming champion again. You've got Kamzat.
Forgot about Kamzat.
Strickland. You got
You got
Drickus,
fucking
the new
Pereira?
champ. You got
Is Pereira coming back?
Stylebender. No.
But why not? Like, do you not think
Just
Pereira
because light heavyweight and like I think he could, but I just don't see him doing it. I don't know how many fights he has left, and I think if anything, he's going back up. Up even more.
Sure, I just feel like if you're Pereira and you're looking at your career and your brand, your star power and everything, and you look at that division, you're like, is that an easy belt?
Nah, it's not. No, it's not, because Kamzat coming through and Bo Nickel. That's the other one. Like Bo Nickel is like, he'll have one more fight. After this fight, he's got to have someone ranked. And then he's not many fights off a title shot.
Bo Nickel versus Kamzat, that would be so
please,
good.
Please.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be a fucking masterclass.
Yeah, I just don't know. I look at that division and I'm like, all of a sudden it's just blown wide open.
But light heavyweight, like that's the whole reason Pereira did so well when he moved up. Like light heavyweight was that division where it's like someone needs to take over.
Such a stinky division before he showed up, in my opinion.
Like he already moved like out of a harder division.
Yeah. Speaking of Alex Pereira news for the listeners, so I don't know if we mentioned how he broke up with his fiancée right after he proposed. Yes, I do remember that we brought this up where he drove his car into a hill and started shadowboxing.
So good.
Just to relieve the pain. And it is now revealed that she already had a husband.
Nice.
In hiding. So yeah, poor Pereira, but I think he's been seen with someone else anyway. Perks of being a UFC fighter, so
you never
he's
know,
bounced right back.
You never know what that'll do to a person, That's what I'm saying.
That's so crazy.
I think it's going to be good for his fighting.
He might just show up and be like, Dana, I want that title shot and I want to fucking know.
It's almost someone's literally writing a cartoon of his life, like a comic. It's just like, it'd be a great doco. Holy shit.
Honestly, like kind of need to see him and Izzy at light heavyweight.
Fuck. Do you reckon Izzy? Fuck. He'd have to put on, because Izzy,
we could get that. I reckon if he loses at middleweight again, he'll just be like, fuck it. One last crack at light heavyweight. It's an easy way to like keep the interest high.
I don't see Izzy winning that fight, to be honest, because man,
it'd be hard.
Pereira's been marinating in that light heavyweight weight, so
it's so big.
Yeah, just, and he doesn't look any different. Does anyone notice any difference with his fighting?
No, he's a bit fuller.
Yeah.
When Izzy and Pereira fought in kickboxing, what weight was it at? Or are the divisions different? Are the divisions the same? Okay, right. So, okay, right. sucks. Pereira's been down there for a long time.
Yeah, he was champ just before he came to the UFC for a couple of fights. So middleweight and light heavyweight.
Oh, he's just
Yeah,
been
really.
dieting hard, man, because
Yeah,
he's just been dieting.
eating good.
Yeah.
Now he's eating really good.
Yeah.
I was
Holy shit.
watching something. I was watching a boxing podcast earlier, and they were saying that you quite often notice with fighters, and maybe it's less so with UFC dudes, but they were saying that with boxers anyway, you quite often notice that once they go up in weight, they kind of like coming back down is really difficult. Like they kind of just don't have what they used to have, and especially their ability to take shots.
No,
Like
that's definitely the
chin
trajectory.
just goes a bit.
Getting
Yeah.
heavier over
Have
your
you? Has
career.
anyone ever seen any fighter go up and down? I've never.
Mostly up. I don't even
Yeah.
think Manny Pacquiao was ever going down. No, it was definitely just up. I don't think
Has
he
anyone
defended
has
anything
anyone gone
up.
down?
Yeah, fucking Corey Anderson started out at heavyweight. Anyway, actually, can we move on to Wemby Watch?
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Because there'll be more UFC announcements. We're gonna have to do like whole UFC shows, like Volkanovski
No,
versus
we will.
Dorian
We will.
coming up, and like 298, 299 are crazy. Is it 297 or did we just see 297?
We just saw 297.
We just saw, yeah.
The next one, 298, is Volk.
Yeah. So the next two cards are crazy because the Vault card's insane as well, right?
I forgot Volker's fighting. Holy shit.
Anyway,
let me look.
Point being, we'll do a show for each of those.
Victor Wembanyama has had his first triple double in record fashion.
No,
Very fast.
It's
Was
not
it
his
second?
first triple double. He's had more triple doubles than this, hasn't he?
No, isn't this his first?
Anyway, it was the second fastest of all time.
Yeah, and he got 16 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. You'd almost think you'd get it in blocks. Maybe you can go for a quadruple double hit. That'd be easy. Because I'd think it'd be blocks, no? Just
I guess.
yeah.
Can I
How long was
here?
it? It was 21 minutes.
21 minutes and
22.
2 seconds, yeah.
What was Westbrook's?
Westbrook's was 20 minutes and 17 seconds. Yeah.
Fuck.
Crazy stuff.
What exactly is a triple double?
So it's double digits in the three most important statistics: points, rebounds, and
are-
assists.
And you can
Oh.
also do it with other statistics, like you can do
Oh, right.
points. Yeah, you can do points, rebounds, blocks.
Also, it's three lots of double digits
Yeah,
in any
yeah.
statistic.
Yeah, in any
Okay.
statistic. Yeah. So yeah, Wemby has also. I feel like he has surely a quadruple double in him in his career.
That'd be
10,
hectic.
10 blocks, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, 10 points. I'd
Do you
be
think
getting
we'll
the 10
see
points.
any Doncic or Jokic style games out of him, where they're just racking up stats.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's what I need. Just an all-time fucking performance.
But I don't. He's if they give him the ball to, if he comes up the court with the ball, holy shit, that'd just be like him playing point guard.
What are you meant to do?
That'd be so fucked. He's a center, but that would be like he'd be dishing, like he'd be controlling the pace of the game basically. So if they wanted to, they really could get him this triple double. But yeah, he's a machine, man.
How good is he though? Like, are we talking potential GOAT? Like,
Yeah.
Oh
From
yeah,
what I've seen.
yeah.
Like he's delivering. I think he's doing what he needs to do to deliver on the hype right now.
right? So he's super young, right? Like he's
20?
okay, and is he like,
21 maybe.
20.
Okay. and who's he playing for?
The San Antonio Spurs. Yeah,
So has he won an NBA as yet?
It's his first year.
it's his first year.
Right.
First
That-
season, sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I guess it's like, is he on course for that?
I mean, his team is quite terrible. So
Yeah.
in order to get someone like Wembanyama, your team has to be shit. So like,
Sure.
it's sort of who gets the first pick is like
But if
one of the
he can
worst.
show that he's who people think he is, they'll build a team around him really easily.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
people will want to play with him.
Yeah.
But he
Oh,
just needs to
100%.
keep doing shit like this, and yeah, because they're
Yeah,
on a
but-
good team. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
but he's got a long way to go. first year, etc.
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah. But that's what we're saying though. Like he's just doing like exactly what you want to see for now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Like
Yeah,
second fastest triple double ever. It's insane.
Totally. Do you know who had the fastest?
Russell Westbrook. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he averaged a triple double, which is
Jesus.
yeah, which is ridiculous. Only Oscar Robertson ever did that. But yeah, I definitely feel like Wembanyama could have some crazy statistical stuff. But people don't really some people don't really respect a statsman. They really respect success, bringing your team success. So hopefully you can do a bit of both, which it's definitely on the cards.
Oh,
I believe.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing people say about like Jordan. Like when everyone's talking about Jordan versus LeBron, like everyone kind of holds that thing. Like a lot of people hold Jordan over LeBron because it's like Jordan never didn't win the finals type thing.
6-0, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like LeBron has been there and not won it, which I always think is a bit like, I don't know how much you can really hold to that, but people hold that really dear,
Yeah.
And I think if you're talking stats, like I think
How many
LeBron
do you think the Joker
quite
could
obviously
win?
wins it.
The Joker?
He's not that old, is he?
He's
Or
late 20s,
does
I
he
think.
care enough? Is he late 20s? Dude, he could fully win another 5. He's just
Do you
got
know
one,
the
right?
story about him, how everyone say that this is his side hustle job? Like he doesn't care? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's crazy how someone like Jokic cares so little about the sport and
I
is
think
still
he
this
does.
successful. He does. Obviously he
Yeah.
does. But he values his time at home way more.
And
which
that's
is
what
so
I
funny.
mean. Like, would he push all the way for 6? But
No, because because he's
then
he's,
again, if he does want to maximize wealth for his family in the long run, like
yeah,
winning 6 rings would fucking help.
yeah, he definitely can.
If he
definitely
cares
can.
from that perspective, like if that's enough, I guess.
Yeah, this guy knows how to win, especially so.
Well, and I think his style will age really well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like he doesn't seem to throw down too hard.
No, he's probably one of the least athletic players that is the most successful. He's the epitome of just skill. Not just skill. You need to have some sort of athletic, but a strength and conditioning coach would look at him and like, fuck, we could improve some stuff here. But yeah, it just goes to show.
7-footer though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did I send you the meme about his threes?
Nah.
I gotta go find it. I think I sent it to Oscar.
Yeah.
He's throwing some of his shots.
Oh no, yeah. It looks like he just fucking throws the thing. It's crazy. The way he runs, he's just iconic.
Oh my God.
Iconic stuff.
Because who's the 6 shooter that just left Portland? What's his name?
Damian Lillard. Yeah.
He's throwing like from like little distance.
Yeah, and over his head like
look as
this.
clean. Yeah,
Just like that. Just fucking, it's crazy, man. And just some of the close shots he throws, like he's here, he's bouncing, and he just like he let goes, like you're literally throwing the ball away to put it away, like in your backyard. That's his shot form. And he's fading over everyone. Fuck it, just lets it fly. He's just crazy.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I don't know. Like I don't mind him, but I watched a few of the Nuggets games in the playoff last year, and I was like, it's not the most entertaining game.
Oh no, it's not. It just gets the job done.
Exactly.
It's fundamentals.
Anyway, we'll see you guys soon.